Good morning and welcome to my second part of my Fantasyathon vlog. Today is Thursday. I'm out earlier than usual because I went to take pictures of my son's pre-K class for the yearbook. The kids are hilarious and were adorable, so that was really fun. Now I'm headed back home. Hello, so we are at a playground again this afternoon. I just picked up my older kid from school. I did some more reading in Red Sister and I'm loving it. It just really works for me. I think it hits a lot of tropes that I really love. I think it may end up being a new favorite. So I've got less than 200 pages left. I suspect I'll probably finish it tonight, which is really exciting. And Wise Man's Fear is going well also. I'm like 250 pages in on audio. Hey guys, so I realized I should probably update you. I am having a glass of wine. We're gonna take a break and watch an episode of The Order on Netflix, which is really fun. Silly, but fun. Reading is going well. I am a third of the way through listening to Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, and I love it. I guess it's one of those things where I could see how some people could get irritated and think that certain things feel misogynistic, but here's why I don't think that's overall true. I think that Kavoth and his friends, as the like dumb teenagers and whatever that they are those things sometimes, but I don't think the authorial intent is to be that way, because he has these really interesting female characters that have a lot of complexity to them, even if sometimes these teen boys say really dumb stuff, like about girls having nice boobs or whatever. Like, anyway, but overall, I'm really enjoying the book. It's good. Red Sister's great. I've got just a little over 100 pages left in it, and it's fantastic. In fact, maybe I'll show you later, but my copy of Grey Sister came in that I ordered, so I have that ready for whenever I'm ready to get to the book too, so. All right, I'm gonna drink my wine, we're gonna watch some TV, and maybe I'll read a little more Red Sister later this evening. Good morning, and happy Friday. Welcome to, what is this, day 8 of Fantasyathon. So I did not do another update yesterday. I also did not get as much reading done as I had wanted to because I ended up chatting for a long time on Voxer with a couple of my booktube besties, Mara from Books Like Whoa and Lana from Lana's Library, and we had a great conversation. Hadn't really talked in a while because we've all been pretty busy, so I didn't get as much reading done. I still have about 100 pages left in Red Sister. I will for sure finish it today. And I'm about a third of the way through Wise Man's Fear, so it's going well. I thought I would also tell you some of what I'm liking about Red Sister. One thing that I think is so fascinating about Red Sister, which is something that seems to just work for me in fantasy, is it's a fantasy world that seems to be set like generations in the future of like scientifically advanced people having landed on this planet and populating it. So while it's sort of like a medieval era level of technology, but with magic, the history of it is like a sci-fi backstory, which I think is fascinating. So I'm really enjoying it. I love everything about it. So yeah, about 100 pages left in that, which I plan on finishing up today. Right now, I'm going to get dressed and going to be heading to Target. My older kid has a play date after school today, so I don't have to pick him up. So that means that I can push back nap time for my younger son if I want to. So we're gonna go to Target. I've got some stuff to pick up. I will listen to my audiobook of Wise Man's Fear on the way. It's like a 30-minute walk each way. So yeah, should be fun. It's like living in New York, guys. We don't have a car. We walk everywhere, pretty much, or take the subway, but mostly walk. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna go do, and I will update you guys a little bit more later. Hey guys, so I finished Red Sister. It's so good. Definitely gonna be a 5-star read for me, maybe a favorite. So it's like 12:30. I was gonna go to Target in the morning, but then my kid was tired early, so instead we're gonna go in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm done with Red Sister. I gotta decide what I wanna pick up next, so I'll let you know once I do that. Good morning, it's Saturday. I apologize, this is probably not going to be the most interesting vlog. I think I probably am getting a little burnt out and my first vlog might be better, so go watch that, but we're gonna try. So what is the last thing that I told you? I don't even know, guys. I had finished Red Sister and I loved it, and then I picked up The Everlasting Rose by Danielle Clayton, which is the sequel to The Bells, and read about the first 50 pages of it. And it was good, but I think I'm feeling a little burnt out on all of the fantasy and needed a change of pace because I've been reading so much of it. So I ended up spending last evening making some progress on my nonfiction pick for the month, which is a book I have for review about young people in political activism in America, and it was really, really good. So I'm not quite done with it. I've got a little bit more in that book to read to finish up, but it was kind of nice. I feel like I just needed a switch. I am getting close to being halfway through the audiobook for Wise Man's Fear, and I'm still loving it. It just has this wonderful narrative style where you just really fall into the story. The audiobook is really, really good and it's enjoyable to listen to, so that's going well. Today has just been a busy day. It's almost lunchtime already. I have so many things I was planning on doing today and it just sort of didn't happen. We ended up doing some planning for a summer vacation that we're taking. But I'm finally ready. I need to do some filming. I need to take some Instagram pictures, and hopefully get some reading done today. And next week is really busy with this book launch for Wonder Heart Books. So yeah, but at least I'm dressed now. So that's a start. I will update you guys hopefully a little bit more later. Okay, I am finally done filming, even with some interruptions from my children. It's very exciting. So I think I have 4 new videos to edit, so that needs to happen. I also need to take some pictures, and I really could use some coffee, so it's probably not going to be too many pictures today. We'll see. Just finished an Instagram photo shoot. Hey guys, so I am headed to go do some editing and get some work done. Just took some pictures. I'm really loving this look today. It's so fun. So this evening has not gone the way I expected. We are headed to urgent care because my oldest fell and hurt his arm, and we just want to get it checked out and make sure it's nothing serious. So we shall see. Your leg? Your elbow. Can you show them what you have? What do you have on your arm? Splint. Yep. How are you feeling? Better. Excuse the moisturizer on my face. I just thought I would get on here and update you guys. Yeah, so my evening did not go as planned. I don't know how much of the footage from earlier came out, but my kid had fallen off the monkey bars and put out his hand to stop himself and got a hairline fracture apparently in his elbow. So we spent a bunch of tonight in urgent care, and I mean, it's not big, it's gonna be fine, but I definitely did not end up doing much. I listened to some of Wise Man's Fear. I'm now like officially a little more than halfway through my audiobook on that. And that's basically it. So yay. Hi guys, so it is Sunday. It's like 2:30. We had church this morning and I've got stuff that I'm trying to get taken care of that I couldn't do last night because he had a fractured elbow. If you were wondering, he is doing really great. There's not a lot of pain. It's pretty minor, so ibuprofen takes care of it. And we do need to go see a specialist, though. Anyway, so it's been a weekend. So I don't know what my reading for the rest of this readathon is going to look like. I have to go to Starbucks and go get some work done this afternoon. And then I have to go grocery shopping. I am going to continue listening to The Name of the Wind on audio. I would be thrilled if I could get through that by tomorrow night and add that to my list of completed books for the readathon. I feel like I've done pretty well. Like, I've gotten through some chunkers, so that's good. And then the other, I think, priority for me at the moment is going to be doing my reread of Heirs of Fate by Mary Luciano, because I'm going to be hosting the discussion and Q&A for the book launch on Thursday, so I want to refresh my memory on that. So I think that's probably the next thing that I'm going to pick up. I do still want to get around to reading The Everlasting Rose, which I read like 50 pages of, but I just don't think that's going to happen realistically by the end of the readathon. So my goals ideally would be to finish Wise Man's Fear and complete a reread of Heirs of Fate, which is 3 novellas. It's not that long, so, and I've read them before, so probably it won't take me that long, so we'll see. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. I will let you guys know how it goes. Hey guys, so I thought I would do a quick update. I've gotten into this part in Wise Man's Fear where he spends the night with this, like, with Florian, who's like this fairy seductress or whatever who's known for like seducing men and then killing them basically and keeping them trapped, and like it's kind of silly. I had been warned that this came up, and yeah, it's kind of dumb. Like, he's this like 17-year-old kid who magically like knows exactly what to do the first time he's with a woman, and like you know, I don't know, it's just it's very silly and like overly, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Most of this book I love. I love his storytelling. I love the world building, like everything about it, but this is definitely a little dumb. It's fine. It feels a little bit like wish fulfillment for a 16-year-old. But it's fine. Anyway, I'm close to 2/3 of the way through Wise Man's Fear, which is great. I would be thrilled if I could finish it by tomorrow night. We will see what happens. Yeah. Good morning and welcome to the final day of Fantasyathon. We are at the park. It's a little wet because it rained this morning. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I am hoping to finish Wise Man's Fear by tonight. We will see how that goes. I'm also kind of tabbing and following along in my book to see how far I'm at, even though I'm listening to the audiobook, and I'm close to the 700 page mark, so I think it's possible I could finish today, which would be awesome. And last night I didn't get very far, but I did start my read of Heirs of Fate by Mary Luciano. It's a reread of all of the novellas. I read them in their individual ebook form, but I want to do a reread before the event this week, so I'm going to be working on that hopefully today. And then we have a company meeting this evening, so yeah, those are kind of my plans for the rest of Fantasyathon, but overall I think it's been pretty successful. So I will do sort of a wrap up, I think, maybe tomorrow, and tell you guys about all of the things I read and what challenges they met and how I feel like it has gone. But for now, I'm going to put in my headphones, listen to some more of Wise Man's Fear while my kid plays around the playground. Give you some cute kid footage too. Like I said, very wet today. Josiah, careful, don't go in the water. Josiah, not in the water, you're gonna get wet. Okay. Look. You say hello? Got a Paw Patrol backpack, guys. He wanted to be a pirate today. So we've got an eye patch on his forehead. Very exciting. I finished Wise Man's Fear! Yay! So I finished it and I just wrote a review. Man, I'm tired. That was a long beast of a book, but I did it. I finished it during Fantasyathon, all 1,000 pages. Thank God. This one is definitely going to be like a 4.5-star read for me. The Name of the Wind is one of my all-time favorite books, and I think probably 2/3 at least of Wise Man's Fear is absolutely freaking brilliant, and I'm really happy I picked it up and generally love it. But you know, I had a few issues with this one. It wasn't perfect, so it got 4.5 stars, whereas I would definitely be giving like my 6-star favorite rating to The Name of the Wind. So hopefully one day we get a book 3, because I just need more. I love it. He's brilliant. His world building is amazing. His characters I love. Like, yeah, really good. Really good. So, had a few issues with the like Florian bit, where I was like, okay, like it could have been a lot shorter and less male gazy, and you know, I mean, some of it was just kind of silly. It like, I read someone say that it read like fan fiction for his own character, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I don't know, not my favorite thing. Also, I feel like we could have done with shortened scenes of him tramping through the forest with mercenaries. That was probably a little longer than it needed to be, but other than that, I really do think it's an amazing book, and I think his writing craft is incredible. This makes me want to go back and reread both books, because there's just so many like secrets and hidden things and like things to guess at, and it's really fun. So I really enjoyed it. That was great. It's like 6:15, so I don't think I'm going to finish anything else. I have a meeting tonight. I will probably make a little more progress on Heirs of Fate, but I think that's it. So I think we're gonna call that the end of Fantasyathon for me. So let's do a quick recap. Hold on. What all did I read? Okay, so I read 5 fantasy books during this readathon, plus 2 non-fantasy books. So I did a lot of reading. I'm really happy with that. And they were like chunkers. So Ancient Magus Bride was the manga that I read, which meets the challenge of, I should pull up like what the challenges are for Fantasyathon. Sorry guys. Okay, go to Twitter. What are the challenges? Fantasyathon. Let's see. Did I meet all the challenges? Let's find out. Okay. Give me the challenges, people. Why are they not pinned? Pin the challenges. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're just gonna have to go to the YouTube video because clearly this is not working. Okay. Fantasyathon announcement and challenges. Like, why is this happening? Okay, so challenge number 1 was to read a diverse fantasy. So, did we accomplish that? Well, let's see. Yes, I read When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. That is a diverse fantasy. It has queer characters, it has people of color, and the author is a woman of color married to a trans man, and I think is also queer. So, yes, I completed that challenge. Great. Challenge number 2 is read a debut or a backlist title. I read 3 backlist titles.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
Shit,
My
what
name's Maddie.
happened?
New question for
No.
you. Do you like your...
Oh my god. This is a struggle, guys. This is a struggle. This vlog, I don't know how good this vlog's gonna be, but it's fine. Okay, challenge number 2 is read a debut or a backlist title. I read 3 backlist titles. I don't think I read any debuts. So I read 3 backlist titles. When the Moon Was Ours was a backlist title, Wise Man's Fear is a backlist title, and Red Sister is a backlist title. So mission accomplished. Next is start a new series or read on in a series. Again, I started a new series with Red Sister. I went on with a series with Wise Man's Fear. Screaming toddler. Life is great. Man, I'm tired, guys. It's been a long weekend. Okay. Next challenge is to read a hype train fantasy. And I would say Red Sister and Wise Man's Fear also definitely both qualify as hype train fantasies. They're ones that I've had highly anticipated on my TBR for a long time, and I'm really, really happy that I finally got around to both of them. I've been putting them off because they're longer books, so I conquered them. Next is finish a fantasy you started but didn't finish, not because you hard DNF'd it, but because you weren't in the mood. This I did not accomplish. I again started The Everlasting Rose by Danielle Clayton. I read more of it this time than I did the first time, but I really needed to finish other things, and so this is not a challenge I completed. And the final book challenge was to read a fantasy in a genre or format you don't usually read in, and for this one I read my first manga, which was Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 1, and so I completed that challenge. So I am pretty happy with how my Fantasyathon went. I am definitely tired, but I did it, guys, and I'm really, really happy with the books that I picked up. I thoroughly enjoyed all of the ones that I got through, and it's just been wonderful. So talk to me in the comments down below. Let me know how your Fantasyathon went, if you participated, any of your thoughts on any of the books that I read. Let's see, question of the day. Tell me about a series where you liked the first book in the series more than the second book, because I feel like sometimes that happens. Definitely the case in the Kingkiller Chronicles with Name of the Wind and Wise Man's Fear, but I still love both regardless. So let me know if you have had a similar experience. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.